So hello guys, here we have question number 2 from the exercise check your understanding from the chapter electrostatics from Pathfinder. So let's start. A small block having charge Q is placed on a frictionless horizontal table is attached to one end of a spring of force constant K. The other end of the spring is attached to a fixed support and the spring stays horizontally in a relaxed state. Another small block carrying a negative charge minus Q is brought very slowly from a great distance towards the former block along the line coinciding the axis of the spring. Find extension in the spring when both the blocks collide. So here let's see first of all what's happening. Let's assume that the extension of spring is x at some instant and the distance between the two blocks at that instant is y. So here we can clearly see that the string force will be directly proportional to x and the electrostatic force will be inversely proportional to y square. So as the second block goes on approaching the first block, there comes some instant that after that till when y would have decreased to such an extent that even on small changes in y, the x would change by a large extent to equalize the force. So the equations we get from here are, first of all, at every point there will be an equilibrium situation. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q into minus q over y squared should be equals to k times x. Here I won't consider the minus sign. So this is the first equation. Now let's say the negative charge block is shifted by a distance dy towards the first block, and due to this the first block shifts by a distance dx towards the negatively charged block. So from here what we get is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q over y minus dx minus dy whole squared equals to k times x plus dx. This is the condition that it should stay at equilibrium even after a small displacement. So from here, simplifying, what we get is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught times q times 1 by y square times 1 by 1 minus dx plus dy over y whole squared. This must be equals to k times x plus dx. Now this can be approximated to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q times 1 by y squared times 1 plus 2 times dx plus dy by y is equals to k times x plus dx. Now from here what we can clearly see that q over 4 pi epsilon naught y square equals to kx, so this 1 cancels with this x. You can see it for yourself. So from here what we can see is q over 4 pi epsilon naught y cube times 2 times dx plus dy equals to k dx. So from here what we get is 1 plus dy by dx equals to 2 pi epsilon naught ky cube over capital Q small q. So from here dy by dx equals to 2 pi epsilon naught ky cube by q minus 1. So from here what we need to observe is that when we displace the negative charge by a distance of dy, the positive charge is coming by dx. So when if after certain extent they will just collide, so dx will tend to very large value and dy will be very, even after a small displacement dy. So from here we can say that dx by dy will tend to infinity or dy by dx will tend to 0. So that condition gives us that 2 pi epsilon naught ky cube over q equals to 1. So from here y equals to q small q over 2 pi epsilon naught k to the power 1 by 3. So this is the distance between the blocks, after which that on displacing the negative block by a very small distance they will collide. So from here the elongation at which they will collide is equals to x plus y is equals to the x at that moment will be q small q over 4 pi epsilon naught k times y squared plus y. So from here on substituting the values, the final answer we get is elongation will be equals to 3 by 2 times q over 2 pi epsilon naught k to the power 1 by 3. So yeah, this is the final answer. Thank you.